one place that always fascinated me was inside the front door, across the hall. Actually, it was under the staircase to go upstairs was a room, and
this is in the big house, right?
In the big house,
right.
And it was dark in there. There was no light, and I used to peek in there to wonder what was in there. Derry and I used to play hide and seek around the house, and that was one place of hiding.
This is under the stairway?
Under the stairway.
Oh.
But you know what it had in it? It was the croquet set,
Oh.
and the badminton set, and all the things that were used for outside for adults. We never did that, but that was one thing. And then another thing about the big house was, let's go back to grandmother, who in later years did not come downstairs, and I used to take tea up to her, and it's a very steep back stairs.
And yeah, from the kitchen.
From the kitchen, and then the cook would give me the tea, and she said, "Now the secret is not to look at it." And so I learned to carry with a little tray a cup of tea for my grandmother and hot water. You know that little thing that you were talking about? She said, you said,
oh, the little silver ones?
Yes. You said, nice. Is that from Greycliff? And I had thought, no, but now I remember.
Oh.
And that because it had hot water in it. If your tea got a little on the cold side, you could pour some hot water on it. And it had straw on the handles.
It had reeds.
Reeds.
Right.
So it wouldn't burn your hand.
Right.
And I would take that up the stairs without slipping or sliding or spilling. And I thought that was neat. And I would give it to grandmother. Not only give it to her, I would pour it into a cup for her.
She was in the room with the fireplace that stepped out into...
Yes. When you came up from the back, the first room were two bedrooms for people who worked there. And then there was a great big closet, and then there was Aunt Polly's room.
Right.
And Aunt Polly's room joined grandmother's room. And I don't know how, but it did. And then grandmother's room.
Okay.
And then the next big room was the guest room, and that faced also on that railing.
Where'd your grandfather sleep?
Okay, I'm just getting there. There was a long hall at connecting at the back. It was a long hall, open. It had windows on one side and no windows on the other side, because that was the entrance to the bedrooms, and you got the wind and you got the air from the lake. So the windows were wonderful because they gave cross ventilation. You could get that. Then you kept going on that, and you're going past the stairs that were coming from downstairs with that secret closet. And there were two rooms, and one was grandfather's room, and one was somebody who was taking care of grandfather, because he wasn't doing very well when I was there. I mean, he wasn't hunky-dory, I'll put it that way, and he did have somebody who tended to him.
Oh.
I mean, he came down, and you'd see him at meals, or you would see him out when we were playing out in our sandbox, which was under a shelf or a porch, second floor porch, and we had a great big sandbox under there. And Derry and I would play for hours with that sandbox, and grandfather, or Foddy as we called him, would sit down there and in the shade where we were. And but anyway, that was his wing of the house. Mm-hmm. And his wing was what was over the sunroom.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, he probably heard the music come up.
He might have. I don't know. I wasn't very quiet.